What are you doing here? What does this mean? Okay, whatever. It's fine. Just stay there. Hey guys, and welcome back to the Lit Shop. Today is a different kind of video because today is the 10 things wrong with my 1JZ DCT S13. Here we go. So number one, the first one on the list is starting, because this Nissan has a really nice feature, and that is the car decides if it's going to start or not. So if you want to go to a car meet and you want to start the car is going to decide for you if it's going to start or not. So that's a really nice feature to save fuel and just make less miles on the car so it stays in top condition. So I really like that feature, and I'm going to show you that now. Think we're staying home.
A few minutes later.
So number two on the list is the ride height, the seating position, because you're positioned really high in the car that you can always touch the roof if you want. So that's a really nice feature if you want that. And being so high up means that you can almost see the front of the car, the front bumper. So you can always see the distance between the car in front of you and yourself, so you can really tailgate, and that's a really nice feature if you ask me. Number three on the list is the shifter. You can never find first, second, third, fourth, fifth or reverse. You can only find third and fourth, and I think that's a really nice feature because the car does the rest. I just say, go in third, and he drives off and he shifts itself, and I think that's a really nice feature. And for reverse, you just hold the brake, hold this button, push it forward in third, and then it goes in reverse, and you can drive reverse, and it usually always stalls. So I think that's a really nice feature too. Number four on the list is the handbrake, because you don't have the OEM handbrake, which is a really nice feature, so you can have a gaping hole in your interior and see your trans tunnel. I think that's really nice, gives it a nice character, gives contrast in the whole viewing point of the cockpit. I don't have handbrake. I do have a hydro, so that's really nice, because I got a DCT without a clutch pedal, so I cannot do skids and not use my hydro, but I can use my hydro as a handbrake whilst being in the car. How nice is that? If you park your car somewhere for a party or groceries, you can just stay in the car and not do that, because you need to hold your handbrake. Number five on the list is the doors. It's got the usual S13 doors. It never fully closes. And then you know as a driver that it's not really closed, and you just yank it closed and then it's fine. But passengers never understand that the door isn't closed because it's closed, right? No, it's not fully closed. So if you want really crisp and nice surround wind noise, you need to get an S13, because the doors are never shut. And because you don't have the window frame on the door itself, it is always a little bit open here. Even if you adjust it to the perfect amount, it still makes wind noise. So if you want surround wind noise, get an S13. And if you want closing doors, get an S13. 6 on the list is the engine. Because it's a Nissan and it's got a 2.5 liter, you'd expect it's an RB25 or even an RB25 Neo. No, this one's got the 1JZ. It's reliable, it sounds good. It's just a really good engine. Who wants that? Needs an RB25. Fuck reliability. And to make it even worse, it's a fully built 1JZ. Everything is new and forged and better than the original, even though the original was already really good. Who wants that? It's fully built and it only makes 460 horsepower. Why? It should make 2000 horsepower.
How much?
2000! No, 5000! Easy. It's a JZ. They come factory with 1500. But yeah, this one makes 460 and that's why I need an RB25. Those make stock 500 on the wheels. With a 3.5 inch straight. Because it's a 1JZ with a 3.5 inch straight pipe, it sounds really good and it's really loud. And I got a muffler in, so it's not really straight pipe. It's a straight pipe and a muffler. But I got a muffler in there with a valve. Normally you can close the valve and it's quiet, but the valve broke because my anti-lag and launch control is way too hard. It's way too robust. So it broke my valve and now I cannot close it anymore and it's always way too loud, so I need to bring these things, which are very warm and it's nice in the winter. But yeah, who wants that? A really good sounding loud 1JZ with a straight pipe. It sucks. Number 8 on the list. 8. Headlights. It has pop-ups and it's from the 90s, so the headlights never really work how they are supposed to. They are bolted in with 3 of the 6 bolts that it needs to use because the other ones don't line up or fit. If I open them, they don't go at the same speed, I guess. They don't stop at the same height and I try to adjust it, doesn't work. The original headlights that were in it with just the light bulbs, well, they didn't work. So I changed them with the LED ones and these don't really have a nice, how do you call that, the line that you see in a headlight. Doesn't have it, it's just a big light. Yes, big light. So yeah, that actually kind of sucks. This one lights the sky, that one lights the trees, almost in the sky. I did fix the problem that they always touched the fenders, because these are OEM steel fenders that I customized, and there's a video on that on my channel, so if you haven't watched it already, watch it after this one. But yeah, it was fiberglass, these were pointed in and it always touched the headlights. Now they do kind of work, but it still sucks. But yeah, pop-up life. Number 9 on the list. 9 is the ride height. You see my front bumper? You can fit a monster can under here. You got room to spare. But that's for a reason. I really don't like low cars, don't get me wrong, because you can never use them. I want my car to be useful, not useless. But I do want it a bit lower. That actually is impossible, because my trans, which is definitely not an F82 M4 DCT with an M5 TCU in it that works great, is almost touching the ground. So I cannot lower it anymore, because it's definitely not got a plastic oil pan underneath that easily breaks when you hit a squirrel. So yeah, ride height. It's not there. Well, it is there. Too much ride height. Yes. Because it is a car from Japan, from the 90s, it's got rust. All the cars got rust, and this one, no exception. It had a lot of rust, and I think I put around 250,000 hours into this car to fix all the rust, and it's already rusting again. You can never escape from the rust if you got a car from the 90s, from Japan. Well, actually you can if you soak it in an acid bath and then you get it out and fully epoxy primer the shit out of it. Then yes, you can escape rust for 30 more years. But this one is already rusting on some places and you can never really escape that. So in the future I'm gonna do a better roll cage in this. I'm gonna address all the rust that is still on the car. Maybe even change some other stuff, maybe another front end, I don't know. But it's still rusting and you can never escape that with a car from the 90s, unfortunately. So that's part of the deal with the S13, and with that one, number 10, rust. we're gonna end the video here. This video was obviously just a joke. I love this car, and yes, these were 10 things that annoy me, that I don't like about the car, and I'm gonna address them in the future, of course, because this is a forever car. And I always say that, but I don't know if I'm gonna sell it. I hope not. I want to put more work into it to perfect it and to make it a really good S13. So if you want to follow along and if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe down below. It will really help me out. And the next video is going to be the normal content again. I just wanted to do this because I thought it was a fun video. If you did, drop the like. And I think the next video, we're finally going to put the CRX barn fight on its wheels. And I think we're going to start that project. So if you want to follow along, make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you guys at the next one.